Happy Thursday. Thank you for tuning into my page. If this is the first time you're hearing me, I welcome you. My name is Boalia Desmond. I'm a wife to one, a mom of two boys, and I'm on a mission to help families create and increase generational wealth because of what debt freedom has done for our family. So today's message I titled with the question, do you have golden rules? So really this is a list of top 10 golden rules that our CEO goes by, and he gave them to us for those who want to create success in the network marketing world. But I want you to take these, even if that's not your industry, I want you to apply them to your life as it goes. So if health freedom is what you want, if you're looking for ways to improve for your health, then that's how you should look at this list. If you're looking for ways to improve in your finances, this is how you should look at this list. Whatever you need to do, or whatever it is that you want to do to live the kind of life that you want, I think you should have guiding principles. We should all have guiding principles. So look at them as your guiding principles, something that you should look at and do to get the success that you want in your life. So the first one, you must have a reference point to track your progress. You must have a reference point to track your progress. Okay, this is why I say every single Monday, write down your activity goals, because you need to be able to track how you're doing. You need to be able to track, if drinking more water is your goal, and you've said, hey, this week I'm going to drink a gallon of water every single day. Well, if you don't write that down every day, you're going to remember if you did it. If you're on a weight loss journey, say you're on a 24-day challenge, or you're in some sort of a challenge, and you don't write anything down, how are you going to track your progress? When I was doing the 75 hard, we had to every single day take a picture of ourselves. We had to every single day drink the gallon of water, read the 10 pages. We had to eat clean. We had to do the exercises twice a day. And at the end of the day, we had to track that in an app. And if you missed any of those things, then you had to start over. So you've got to have some way to track your progress. Number two, avoid being around people who are going nowhere. This is something that we completely talk about with our kids, because we always say, hey, you know what? You need to gauge the way that you're acting. If they started to act all goofy, or they started to act, really not as nice as they're supposed to be, we always say, well, who are you hanging out with? Did you change your friends? Because it's so important and it's so critical that you take notice of who your friends are, because chances are you're going to become like them. It said somewhere that you become like the 5 closest people that you hang out with. So if you don't like that circle, if you observe and you're going, I don't even really care for, 3 of those people, then you need not to be in that circle. But it's very important that you know who you're hanging out with. Don't hang out with people who aren't going anywhere. Number 3, don't look for validation. Create your own. You should be your best cheerleader. When you look in the mirror, I hope you say to yourself, hello, gorgeous, or hello, beautiful, hello, handsome. You should be the first one to say that, and so that when somebody offers you a compliment, it's just extra. That's not what's validating you. That's not what's making you who you are. You should feel good about yourself. Okay, first and foremost, you should be your number one. Hey, you know what? I'm proud of me. I love me. You should do that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed every time. Otherwise, you're just going to be waiting until somebody says something nice to you. And that's not how it should be. So then number 4, don't entertain yourself more than you educate yourself. This is critical. Don't entertain yourself more than you educate yourself. So many people could tell you all about the different shows that are on. They could tell you about the things that are just so, which, to somebody make absolutely no sense that people spend that much time watching TV. But they do. They waste their minds on things like that. Okay? Educate yourself. Do not get entertained by things that aren't going to serve you, aren't even going to help you to become better, aren't even going to help you to help somebody else either. Now, it's nice to be able to have that downtime. But if you're doing that more than you're doing any sort of education, then that's a problem. Because you don't want to stay the same. You cannot afford to stay the same. You always want to be working on yourself, always wanting to make yourself better. And then number 5, which goes in with number 5, invest in your own education. Okay, you should always think you are worthy. You are the most worthy person that you know, right? So that when it comes to spending money on yourself, when it comes to investing in yourself to become the person that you're created to be, then you don't even think twice. Okay, people will spend all kinds of money on shoes and things that just are going to go away, or things that they outgrow, but they will not spend a dime educating themselves, putting good things in their mind to make them better. You know, I always tell my kids, you know what, be invested in learning, be learners, always love to read, always love to grow, always love to take action in things to get better. Because if you're put in a room with a CEO or of any kind of company, and you are a reader, and you're invested in personal growth and development, you're going to fit just in. You're going to fit right in, and you're not going to be intimidated. Why? Because you're going to have something to say. You're going to have something to talk about. You're going to have value to add. And chances are you've read the same books, so you're going to have something to talk about. So those were the 5. So tomorrow I'll talk about the next 5, because I'll be on the road traveling to our convention in Houston. And yeah, it's finally here. So I'll do the other 5 for you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.